Hi, welcome to this video that is going to chat a little bit about the solar eclipse that will be happening tomorrow, April the 20th. There are some very interesting unknown aspects or maybe you do know them, I'm not sure, but I'd like to share them here with you about the solar eclipse and what we are experiencing that we may or may not be aware of. The solar eclipse, in my mind, in my heart, has a lot of different interesting aspects to it that serve, if we want to see the messages for Earth. It's the precursor to where we are going to be in 2025. And if we embrace what it was saying to us, if we embrace the message that it is giving us, by 2025, there is a huge possibility that we will be experiencing a very different Earth. So as we know, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, these are very fascinating to human beings on Earth. They always have been. They come into our lives either as great blessings or dire straits. There are times when eclipses are viewed as very negative. There are times that eclipses are used and help people go forward in a positive mode. This eclipse, I think, could help us really move into a positive alignment with all of the energies that the quantum is sending. And just as a side note, yes, the quantum energies definitely use portals such as eclipses and gates to have Earth receive directly the energies that they prefer Earth to have, or they have accumulated and are streaming to Earth. So this is one of those days. So with this eclipse, it is known as a hybrid eclipse, and I love how even with this title of it, you have diversity of some folks feeling, well, this is nothing special, and then other folks feeling, wow, this is the most special thing happening. I, of course, go into wow. If you even know me a little bit, wow is my favorite word. But it doesn't escape my insights, my intuitiveness, that of any place that this eclipse could happen, this eclipse is only going to be visible to not the powerhouses of the world, not the large countries that dominate our economies and our philosophies a lot of time and people. No, this eclipse is going to be seen by the folks that are in the poorest country on Earth, the least uninhabitable country on Earth. And Timor-Leste is going to have the best possible chance to see the totality of this eclipse. That doesn't escape my vision in that this is part of what the quantum is going to be doing. The quantum is going to be shifting rapidly. The old paradigms where might is right, power is money, entitlement gets you everything, all the blessings in the world. And it is showing us that even with this very beginning start, that it is sending to the poorest part, the least economically developed, the no powerhouse on this earth, the blessing of seeing a hybrid eclipse that does not happen very often. So I do view that it is rare. It has only happened 7 times in the whole 21st century. Yes, it goes through a process that eclipse goes through, and so it's scientifically, you could say, ain't no big deal. But that's not how I see it spiritually. It also doesn't escape my intuitiveness that this eclipse is, again, not showing up in any situation or any country where there is power or economics, prosperity, all the things that we love to think about that makes Earth. It is showing up in a place that was used for the atomic bomb testings. Now, when you have an event such as this that's going to call attention to something as splendor as a hybrid solar eclipse, and then also remind us what man is capable of doing on this earth, in my mind, it is almost as if like the universe is saying, hold my beer. let's see if they get this one. And I'm hoping that enough people will hear this video, share it with your friends and family, chat about this with your friends and family, but more importantly, at least anyone that is listening to this, take a moment and pause and figure that of all the places this eclipse could possibly be placed, it is being placed at a time when Earth is going to rise and shift, and it is being placed at a time when we are being asked to, specifically witness what we are capable of, when we are not aspiring, when we are power hungry, when we have to have what we deem as the life that we should have at the expense of others, at the expense of Earth, at the expense of our children and our grandchildren. So this is why I have been sending out different things for this eclipse, why I've been talking to you about the quantum energies and inviting you to understand how much there is an influence in your life. A lot of times people could look at these alignments as like, oh, well, it's my horoscope and today I'm going to have a great day because, so-and-so says so. And that's all well and good. That's fine. The thing about it is, though, it is a lot deeper, and we are being shown how deep this goes, the further and further we get into these portals and these eclipses. So, let's see, I guess it was 2 days ago, I sent out basically, yes, what this eclipse would mean for you, depending upon when you decided to enter Earth. And in those messages, there's always a part of the eclipse, there's a part of what Chiron is doing with this eclipse, and then what you will be working on, if you care to work on, until 2025. So that's a path. There's some times when people are confused about, like, well, what exactly do I have to do? Where am I supposed to be? How am I supposed to act? Basically, the bottom line of that is best thing is to open up your heart. Begin to love. Begin to love everything about yourself first, and then everything you see, everything you hear, everything you touch. If you are in this type of path, you will not even have to worry about what you need to do for this eclipse and going forward. You will naturally be following the pathways because the pathways are about love. That being said, this eclipse season is going to be the most intense season that Earth will experience. Please understand, when you experience these energies through the quantum energies, I keep saying in different posts, it's not all unicorns and rainbows. It isn't. It is also the deepest, darkest side of us. And the beautiful thing about it is when we are brave enough, when we have the courage, when we have the stamina, when we have the patience to visit into the deeper and darker sides of us, that is where the powerful lessons are. And not the powerful lessons that we need to have expressed out to others, but the powerful lessons that we quietly sit with in our heart. So what I'm hoping for our spirit family is that we can take this time collectively and just give space to what we would want for our future. How do we really feel inside? What influences have taken us possibly off the path that we would want to truly let go of and experience back again the innocence that we knew when we came into this earth, what we truly were and the purpose that we came here for. I'm hoping that tomorrow when everyone is talking about the eclipse, that we have a little space that we sit and smile because we know that this eclipse isn't just by happenstance. It has been placed so that we can understand that the earth still is being given the option of this or that. And that yes, one by one person saying, I choose to do this. I choose to let go of that. That collectively, this is building on the planet. And so, no, day to day, it might not seem as if Earth is shifting. The news certainly makes sure that we only hear the negative of what Earth is doing. But I promise you, that's not the truth. The truth is that even just this week, more people joined our spirit family. And that is exactly how the process is. It's quiet. it drizzles in or drips in, but collectively we are standing side by side where we never had stood with each other at all, just even 4 or 5 years ago. And that is how Earth is going to rise. So please take time, be gentle with yourself today, allow yourself to expand, enjoy the process of knowing, even if you don't see it, that someplace on Earth, the universe is touching down and giving Earth a chance to say that you can either bring into paradise or you can extend into hell. And those two words, paradise or hell, are so powerful that I'm hoping it can ignite the fire that needs to be ignited within our hearts, that we say, yeah, it's paradise and only paradise. And we are here to bring the above to the below, better known in some terms, paradise on earth. I wish you well. I send you my love, and thanks for listening to this video.